Go stay. All right. Where do the bowls go? What did I put to my bowls? Okay. All right. Meant to put these on the counter when preparing for today's class, and instead I put them away. You know, there's different ways to do things, you know. And sometimes that's just how it works. All right. So, oh, I'm so sorry, honey. Oh my goodness, Mama owes you. I owe you something for that. Sorry about that. Yeah, good girl. All right. So, hello, everyone. Welcome back to Do It with Daisy. Today, in honor of Mardi Gras, waffles lay down. We can make some waffles. We can make waffles for waffles. We're going to make some French waffles, and I might even show you how to make my Mardi Gras bananas Foster topping. What's going on? Do you need to go potty? Does puppy need to potty? Kisses for potty. No, that's not it. You just need a break. What's going on, honey? No? Okay. All right, baby. All right. Make sure you guys can see her. After all, she is the star of the show. My wafflies. All right. So we're going to make waffles for waffles, French waffles for Mardi Gras. So in traditional French waffles, you would want to have butter and flour, eggs, vanilla, sugar, and milk. Those ingredients are all technically safe for dogs. Like your dog isn't going to die if they eat any of those ingredients. However, a lot of them will cause gastrointestinal discomfort in both your animals and yourself due to high levels of fat and stuff. So there's a couple things that I went ahead and I swapped out because I know that they do better in my tummy and in Waffle's tummy. So one of those is coconut oil. We're going to swap out the butter for coconut oil. Less risk of pancreatitis for your dog if you decide to share with them or if they just get a hold of yours. And it's going to be a lot easier for you to digest, most likely. Like if your body works the way mine does, you're not going to get a tummy ache from this the way that you would with butter. Now, Waffles may want to take a little break for this part because she doesn't always like loud noises. Sometimes she doesn't care. Like sometimes the excitement of food flying everywhere. Sometimes the excitement of food flying everywhere is enough to offset her dislike for the loud noise. But she might want to take a little break. So let's just see how she does. Do you want to take a break? Mama going to make loud noise. Does puppy want to take a break and come back after loud noise? No? Okay, you can be brave, honey. Mama believes in you. I am going to give her a little bit of space. So I'm going to cream this coconut oil over here. And you just cream that the same exact way that you would cream butter. You're just going to use a hand mixer or stand mixer and just let it go until it's like creamy. Also might want to plug in your mixer. Good girl, honey. Yeah, Mama making a loud noise. That's silly, Mama, huh? You want to see what I'm mixing? Yeah. Good girl. Oh my goodness, what a good girl. Good girl, Waffle. What a good dog. Oh my goodness. Mama making a mess. What is that? Mama making a mess. Good girl. Yeah. That crazy mama, huh? That crazy mama. Yeah. So now once your coconut oil is nice and smooth, we can go ahead and start adding in our yolks. So we are going to use eggs, but we want them to be separated. So we'll put the whites in a larger bowl because we're going to beat them. Okay. These shells are a little more sturdy than I anticipated. So go ahead and, although this one shattered a little bit, I see a little piece of shell that I don't want to get into everything. Oh my goodness, is that too exciting? Do you want to lick that? You can have that one if you want. Do you want that one? You need a break? Honey, you have to stay on your bed. Yeah, you have to stay on your bed. I don't know why you're not wanting to stay on your bed right now. You're like all about like not wanting to be on blankets right now. What's up with that? Are you ouch? No, you're just anxious for some reason. We need to get outside, huh? Do we need to go on a walk today? Does puppy need to get outside and go in the woods? Does that sound good? Yeah, we'll do that later today. Not right now. Oh, be careful. You need a break? That's fine. Be careful. Okay, good girl. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let Waffles take a little break while we're doing all this loud stuff because I think it's making her a little bit anxious. And then once we're done with the mixer, she'll come back. You silly girl. All right, last yolk here that we're trying to extract. Okay, so now we've got our eggs separated. We're going to mix one yolk at a time into our batter until all 4 of them are fully incorporated. All right, so now we're going to be adding in our flour and our milk and our vanilla. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and add our vanilla and honey in now because they're both liquid. So if you're using honey instead of like sugar or another solid sweetener, go ahead and add it in now before we add our dry ingredients in. Oh, looks like I'm going to need to buy a new thing of vanilla. It lasts so long. And then we want about a cup of honey or whatever sweetener you're using. If you don't like your waffles super sweet, just go a little lighter on the sweetener. No big deal. Okay. Now we're going to add our milk and flour. So I'm going to give these to Waffles to clean. Waffles, come up here. Lay down. Down. What did I say? Thank you. Give those to Waffles to clean because this is all going to go in the, we're going to give those to Waffles to clean because this is all going to go in the waffle iron anyway. So if we're worried about germs, we're not going to be for long. And if you're worried about eating something that's been in my dog's mouth before it was cooked, probably don't come to my house for dinner. So we are going to go ahead and mix our milk and our flour in here, alternating between them as we pour, just until it's fully incorporated. We don't want to overmix. So we've got 1/3 cup of milk. Okay, I got you, honey. I got you. Lay your butt down. Down. It is not safe for you to just stand there. She doesn't like when her bed is dirty. Yeah, down. You can deal with it, honey. You are a dirty dog. Lay down. All the way. Thank you. All right. Now we'll add our milk and flour in. All right, and I got this thing at I don't know where I got it. I think like Coastal or maybe a co-op or something. All right. All right, sweetie. All better. Lay down. It's fixed. Look. Look, it's all better. Lay down. See, Mama fixed it. Honey, Mama do say down. Good girl. Stay. Anyways, some kind of farm store, they've got these cool little spatulas that have a textured back end for your dog to lick. So we're going to alternate adding in the flour and the milk. Waffles, if you want to taste, you got to lay down. You want to taste? You better lay down. Yeah, got to lay down. I know you a princessy princess. So we put a little bit of milk in, put a little bit of flour in, mixy, little milk, little flour, mixy. The rest of the milk, rest of the flour. Do you want to smell that? And the flour that I'm using is also not just regular wheat flour or all-purpose flour. I am using a 50-50 blend of oat flour and almond flour. So we've got about 1.25 cups of that blend in there. That way, if you're trying to avoid wheat, because either you have celiac disease, you have a gluten-sensitive animal in your house, like whatever else, you don't have to worry about it. Plus, this is higher in protein and healthier fats. So go ahead and scrape that off. But there's still plenty in the grooves here for waffles to try. Yeah. Now lick. Good girl. Yeah, that's good stuff, huh? Now wait, Mama will give you more. Okay, so now we're going to set this aside while we beat our egg whites. We want to beat these until they get stiff white peaks. Waffles, Mama going to be loud again. Do you want to take another break? How dare I even ask? Okay, Mama going to be loud. I don't want to hear any complaints. Good girl. Wait. All right, we got some stiff peaks. Give these to Waffles. Hang on, let me put them on here so that they don't get our bed all dirty again. And then we're going to gently fold these egg whites into the batter. So this is what they look like once they're all whipped up. Let's just gently fold that into here. Well, I guess we'll give it a little dump first. First dump it, that's not quite as gentle. Make sure we get as much out of there as we can. Let Waffles clean that bowl for us. Yeah. You are crazy. And then just gently fold it until the egg whites are fully incorporated. This is actually a good time to preheat our waffle irons because you're going to get the best waffles if your irons are preheated and oiled, especially the cast iron one. I have not been able to get a successful waffle out of that cast iron waffle iron yet, but we are going to try together. Let that in. Right, oil those up, turn on the oven. All right, so now we've got our waffle irons preheating while we get the egg whites, the overly beaten, the beaten egg whites. We've got the waffle irons preheating while we're getting the beaten egg whites gently folded into our batter here. Good girl. You all done with that one? Do you want me to put this closer to you? All right. Now our batter is all ready. You can't have it. We will have a little taste though. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's just like, it's so fluffy. So fluffy. Okay. Oh, I need to actually close this for it to heat up. All right, so now we're just waiting for our waffle irons to heat up. So does anyone have any questions while we're waiting? There's more in there. You all done with that? You don't even want that piece? More in there. You all done with that? Here, honey, you don't even want that piece? You want to take a break? Okay, you can go take a break. Does Waffles want to take a break? Or are you going to lay back down? You be so silly. Yeah, you taking a break? She's taking a little break. Well, I think it's safe to say that we probably don't need these dishes anymore. Well, I've already got those pretty much clean. One just popped into the live. Just let me know and I can run through the steps that we already. We're just waiting for the waffle irons to heat up right now. So that'll be the next step. Actually, I probably move this over here. Waffles is taking a little break anyway. And I'm also done with this thing. All right. Ooh, and the ready light is on, which means that it is preheated. So we will go ahead and open that up and put in some waffle mix. Waffles, do you want to come around and watch? Yeah, come on. Yep, you got to lay down though. That's how we stay safe, honey. We lay down. Good girl. All right. That's actually so cute. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna put some waffle batter in our waffle iron. Just a nice even layer to go all the way around. It doesn't necessarily have to be even because when you close this, it's gonna even it out anyway. But it's nice to make it even for yourself so that you can see how it kind of sizes up in comparison to your next batch. Yeah, you're a good girl, huh? And my puppy, good girl. You're not going to commit to that. Ooh, we hear it cooking, huh? Oh, man. Is puppy too excited? You excited for waffles? We're going to eat all the waffles? Is Waffles going to eat waffles? Yeah, Waffles going to eat waffles. Do you want to take another break and Mama let you know when it's done? Okay. Oh my gosh, wow. That one's, whoops. As you can see here, it's kind of overflowing a bit. You don't need to fill it like corner to corner for sure. It's nice to scrape the edges off when you do. It'll make it easier to clean your waffle iron later. I locked this, right? I can never remember which side is the, yeah. Yeah, this side is this bottom. I can never remember which side is the top after I flip it. Okay, well, the oven just said it's preheated, so that waffle iron is probably preheated as well. Okay, I just dropped a thumbtack in the dishwasher. Whoopsies. Waffles, this is hot. You make sure you give me space. Thank you. Love you. All right. So we're going to give this one a try too now. Okay. So let's go ahead and I don't want to overfill this one. I'd rather have less than more in this one because I don't want to risk it overfilling all over the oven. And if it doesn't turn out like previous batches, then at least it won't be the entire waffle iron that I need to scrub out again. All right, Waffles, come on. It's ready. Lay down. You have to lay down for safety. I can't open this until you're down. Honey, come. Good girl. Down. Good girl. This is hot, so you stay away from it. It's so pretty, guys. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, look. Look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness, Waffles, are you so excited? Yeah, that's safe for you. So good, guys. Yeah, so good. Okay, put some more in here now. All right. Now for the bananas Foster topping. Take your banana. You're going to add a little bit of water and a lot of cinnamon. All right, so a little bit of water. Good girl, leave it. Which one of these is cinnamon? Nope, that's chili. Is this cinnamon? No, that's not cinnamon either. Where the fluff did I put my cinnamon? Here we go, cinnamon. Okay, a little bit of ginger. That's just to make it a little spicy. And a lot of cinnamon. A little bit of ginger plus a lot of cinnamon gives us the flavor that cooked rum typically offers. Now is where we want to add our sweetener. I do usually use honey as my sweetener. Waffles, honey, over here. Thank you. I do usually use honey as my sweetener. However, since we're going for a bourbon-y type of feel, we're going to go with, and I don't know why I said rum. I meant bourbon. I said rum earlier. I meant bourbon. Anyway, we're going to go with some maple syrup to give us that sort of bourbon-y vibe. Now, here is where you just measure with your heart. If you're going for an indulgence, go for it. And if you're trying to go light on the sugar, don't use as much and like substitute with some more water instead. And then we're just going to pop this shit in the microwave and let it fucking go. I'm talking like we'll let it go for 2 minutes, flip it, and let it go some more. Now, the cooking the waffles is the cooking of the waffles is the trickiest part because you don't want them to get burnt for sure. A burnt waffle is not a tasty waffle. However, if it's not all the way done, it's not going to come out of the waffle iron cleanly. And you're just going to get this big mess that you end up scraping out of the waffle iron. And you're not actually going to eat any of it because you're going to have to clean it all out. So it is nice to have like a modern day waffle iron that has a readiness indicator. And then you get like perfect waffles, right? But there's just something so heartwarming about using like the classic tools too. So since I've now pulled a waffle and a half out of this, since we put our cast iron waffle iron in the oven, we're going to go ahead and see if that one's ready for us. A little too warm on the inside. Okay, let's get a nice outside piece. Make sure we cool it down. There you go. Okay. Now, we always want to give our animals agency. So I'm going to set up a way to do this So although I'm going to set up a way to do this that is safe for her and doesn't expose her to any hot materials, I also want to give her a choice. Waffles, listen to me. Mama gonna do hot. Do you want to take a break or you want to stay? Puppy want to stay? Give kisses. Puppy want to take a break? Give kisses. You not sure? You want to wait and see? Wait and see, give kisses. All right, I'm going to wait and see. That is not close to done. It is still liquid in there. So I'm going to go ahead and, I think maybe I'm supposed to put this on the stovetop actually. Like that's how my pizzelle press works. We're going to switch gears here. I'm going to put this on the stovetop. And that's what we're going to give that a shot. See how it works. But you did amazing waffles. Just trust your mama with that hot waffle iron right there. Good job. Our bourbon stuff. All right. So you can see how this is starting to disintegrate a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and flip it. Just so that both sides of the banana can cook evenly. And then we'll put that back in the microwave for another 2 minutes, see how it's doing, see if the syrup's getting a little more thickened, and if not, we'll put it in for longer. Go ahead and dump some more of this in here. I might actually be able to just do the rest of this. Hang on. I'm going to get it all over my hair. Okay. Right. It's so good. Does anyone have any questions while we're waiting for our last waffles to cook? Look how cute. So cute, right? So cute. The Bananas Foster topping is almost done. We're so cute. Cutest dog in the world right there. Yeah, you. All right. This looks beautiful. I'll just set that there. Right there, honey. Yeah. You got crumbs on it. My goodness, this one is taking its sweet time to cook. Beautiful. Gorgeous. All right. Some that. And then we'll put our Bananas Foster topping right on top of here. Top it off with our final 2 waffle bits. Does that look so yummy? You want me to get it cooled down? Give me some kisses. You want it to be cooled down. Yeah. And there it is. Gorgeous. Okay. And I hear our other waffle iron. So clearly cooking. We're just getting oil all over the burner. It's either cooking or just getting oil all over the burner. I'm not really sure what's going on, if we're 100% honest, but I really, really, really want to figure it out. Okay, we're going to see. We're going to see if... Oh my gosh. You guys, it's starting to cook. It for real is this time. It's really starting to cook. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's for real starting to cook. It's like, it's a whole solid thing. Okay, I got to flip this for sure. I flip it, and then I'm going to put it back on the stove. Okay, yay. I think it's going to work because it's like, yeah, it's solid this time. So exciting. The waffle is solid inside there. So I think that if I just let it cook a little more, it'll come out really easily. I hope. Thank you. I appreciate that, Poker Housewife. I've been trying. This has been a lot of failed attempts before I got something solid to cook. And also I'm really glad that I didn't overfill the pan because if I did, then when I checked on it, I would have totally just fucked the whole thing up. So we're going to give it a few minutes. We usually stop our live by now, but we're going to stay on for a few more minutes to see if we can get that, if I can make the waffle iron work, the cast iron old fashioned one. So you can hang out with me while I clean up a little bit. Yeah, that's really good too, huh? Very, very tasty. Very, very tasty indeed. Tasty. Oh yeah, we're done with this. This can be cooled down now. We're just waiting on that last waffle on the last waffle iron. It's been 4 minutes. Yes, you are so patient. Should we munch on our waffles while we're waiting? Because we got pictures yesterday. We don't necessarily need pictures today. I love those little wiggle lips. Yeah, this banana's foster is so yummy. It's really filling too, guys. I mean, like, to be fair, the waffles are made out of oats and almonds, so it's going to be a little more filling than other waffles. Is that so good? You want more? Okay. Hang on. Mama needs more too. Good girl. We take a little break now. Little break. Hey guys, I think it's time for the moment of truth. I don't know. I don't think it's done yet. Maybe we can try doing one of these. No, it's definitely not done yet. Okay, guys, well, I'm going to put this back on the stove and we'll hope for the best. But I do need to get some of those stuff done. So I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you enjoyed this recipe. And yeah, I will let you know how it goes with the cast iron pan. Thank you, Poker Housewife. We will see you next week for some more doggone cooking.